Hello. And today we'll continue with the secret scenes for Journal. We're already covered day 1, so there are 4 days total for the secret scenes, so we're gonna go ahead and start with chapter 2 and day 2. Start with day 2 and see how far we get into the secret scenes. Go ahead and start day 2. God, will you wait a damn second? Dude, come on, stop running. Emma! I stopped completely. I didn't dare to look back. Nicole air dried some tears that I said, leaving wet marks on my cheeks. My mind didn't process anything that was going on. Emma, you're shaking. My will denied me from doing an action, my body feeling numb. Is this all real? I don't understand. My head hurts. My chest hurts. Ethan, what's going on? I looked ahead, gazing at the mountains, trying to find solace in the landscape in front of me. But it was in vain. My trembling never ceased. We're safe now, heart. Rest before you give me a heart attack. We're safe. We're all fine. We escaped. Oh my gosh, Ethan, we left him behind. Is he okay? Do you think they caught him? Speaking burnt my throat, making me wince after my desperate cry. Relax, he's fine. I made sure of that. Relax, Ethan, they were trying to kill us. We were literally held at gunpoint. How the hell are we okay? I handled it. You saw it for yourself. He replied smugly. You tackled a guy who was pointing a gun into your face. That's not handling shit. Let's have a fucking death wish. Are you out of your mind? My mind node out all sounds, but if I focused enough, I could still hear the sound of people losing their shits. I still didn't dare to look back. I was afraid of seeing him. He is a strong one. He is a pillar. If he were to fall, I follow suit. I have some things on my plate already, so I'd rather avoid that mental breakdown for now. I was also afraid that he wouldn't see me as I am right now. I would bet anything that he would think less of me. I'm thankful you saved our lives, E. But don't ever do that shit again, or I'll be the one holding a gun to your face. Idiot. He let out a dry laugh. It was do or die. Act before them or die. As simple as that. God, my head won't stop fucking pounding. Well, let bygones be bygones. I won't even bother trying to understand that head of yours. So, what do we do now? We will try to go back? Are they still trying to locate us? Is it better to hide? If so, how long? For how long and where? I heard an ambulance passing close to where we were. I instinctively lowered my head and stopped talking. It ended up speeding down the road over the tunnel that we were in. Well, at least they'll handle one situation. I heard Ethan whisper to himself before taking a long breath. Emma, you do realize what's happening, right? His tone was the most cavernous sound I ever heard him make, bringing immense discomfort in me. All I know is that these guys are looking for something that Lucas has, so not really. No. The adrenaline slowly started to wear off, and the pain started to become a bigger annoyance. My back hurts, and my feet are freezing cold. At least I'm out of danger for now. I heard Ethan take a seat behind me, his gaze so penetrating that I could feel the fur on the back of my neck stand up and caution. I heard him breathe in and out, so I stayed quiet until he put his head in his place. Meanwhile, I looked at my hands. The white fur they used to have was stained with blood and acids. They were They've been shaking for almost an hour now. I've never seen them like this. Seen me like this. Emma, I'm going to explain the situation to you slowly. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to interrupt me. He took another little break before speaking again. You probably know this part, but I'll still repeat it. Lucas was adopted when we were almost 2 years old. His biological parents never showed up for a long time. Until last year's Christmas, where he received a gift from them, a box. I could tell you everything that happened in between, but as of right now, that's unimportant. What's relevant is that his parents basically told him they were sorry for his past actions and wanted to reconnect with their little boy. You know how Lucas is. Being so naively excited, he ended up believing them, so he accepted the present as a peace offering. There were a bunch of useless little gifts in the box. At the bottom of it was a note explaining everything. The box had other things. For example, they also sent him 2 books while practically begging for him to write on them. Using the excuse that they saw his social media and knew that he loved to write. It took him a couple of minutes to stabilize his breathing. This seems like a difficult subject for him to explain. And that thought scares me. This is clearly something serious, but I've never seen him like this. He's never speechless. Actually, quite the opposite. He can't shut the fuck up if you try to pay him. So this silence makes me more and more aware of the relevance of the situation. Emma, those books are weird. Those books. I really can't explain it. It's just so weird. Take your time. Again, he excelled. As you know, out of the 2 books he received, Lucas gave me one of them. That fucking book, mine was like a drug. Whatever I wrote in it, I felt it stronger. Much stronger. Fuck, I hate talking about this. It just confuses the fuck out of me. He let out an angry scream as he punched the asphalt. That would definitely leave a mark. I remember it so dearly. I once wrote that I was happy about some things and shit. I don't know, it was like a massive spell or something. I felt it really intensely. This can and will screw up your emotions in me. He forced a cough out of himself for what I assume to be an attempt to hide his anger. You following? Nope, not at all. Ethan, are you feeling okay? Of course I'm not. We almost died from some fucking voodoo shit. No one will be okay in this position. He yelled yet again, his voice echoing through the tunnel. But contrary to before, it took him little time to calm down. Emma, those books are cursed. My book, I wrote it in like twice since Lucas was being such an annoying little bastard, pestering me non-stop. The first time I wrote, well, it was just me messing around, saying things like my bio and embarrassing stuff you'll never know. The second time it happened when we, as a family, went to visit Dad's grave to celebrate the new year. Lucas and I had a huge fight. I've never seen him that angry. When we talked about it, I wrote in that book of how I love my brother more than anything in the world. My chest felt tighter, and before you start complaining about God knows what, believe me when I tell you. Something is not right with those books. I checked many times. That shit is magical to some extent. This is very difficult for me to explain, Emma. I'm sorry if I'm causing you unnecessary doubts. But I need you to trust me, Emma. I refuse to take my eyes off the ground. I heard him stand up, then his heavy footsteps until he stopped in front of me. I could see his dark, ripped jeans in my restricted field of vision. Emma, you have to listen to me, whether you believe me or not. Do you have any idea who the people that attacked us are? It's desperation was slowly sowing more and more. Emma, they know those books are special. Wouldn't it be easier to just give them away and be done with it? Emma, they tried to kill us by burning burn down my father's cottage. Whatever reason they want it for, we shouldn't give it to them. Are you dumb? If the books are so important, well, if the books are so important, we should get rid of them before one of us ends up dead. They were willing to attempt murder on teenagers to get those books. And if they are indeed magical, what do you think will be the repercussions of giving it to them? Keep in mind that their goal today was to retrieve the books by any means possible. They tried to kill 3 people. They tried to sue us and then burn us alive. My mind went crazy trying to understand the situation. So, what do you plan to do? Before I tell you that, are you in or are you out? Don't ask something I can't answer. I have no idea. Tell me what the plan is and I'll tell you later. I heard him sigh. That's fair. Well, I have 2 plans. First, we're going to follow them back to where they came from and examine the situation. Are you crazy? That's have a death wish. We don't have any money or contacts either. The plan screams failure to the very core. I wouldn't have said it if I hadn't thought of it beforehand, silly. I got money. Don't worry about how, but I've got it covered. Well, I don't want to overcomplicate things for you, so that's plan A. As reassurance, I want you to know that all the little variables are taken care of. Plan B revolves around Lucas's city biological parents. He didn't even try to hide his hatred towards them. They sent him the books. They must know something about this. Surely they knew that by having them, they were in danger. They tried to pass us a bomb. Let's go find them. Find answers. When will we leave? I heard a frustrated scream. Are you fucking stupid? Tonight, Emma. They tried to kill us. What if the next time they try to kill my mother or the twins? Or what if they actually succeed in killing us? His daughter's voice echoed through the tunnel, making me hear his fear-driven statement repeatedly. He's never had much patience, but for the first time in all the years I've known him, I saw him scared. Like a wild animal that follows its instinct to attack as a self-defense mechanism. You don't seem convinced, so let me rephrase it. Will you be able to live with yourself if you knew that Lucas died because we didn't do anything? Stop for a second, my head is killing me. No, I wouldn't. I knelt, he knelt, his trembling hands reached out for mine, caressing them slowly. He was freezing cold, but I could tell he was trying to be comforting. Emma, my best friend, the girl of the 3 musketeers, the voice of reason, the loving person I adore with all my heart. I will respect whatever you choose, but can you do me a favor right now? He stopped. Please, look at me. I sank deeper into the ground, still looking at my knees. I slowly raised my head to see his fingers reaching towards me. And I looked at him. I saw the moon shining down on him. Emmy, my beautiful Emmy. We can change destiny. We can fix this mess together. We're the only ones with the power to stop anything from happening. I need you. He needs us, Emmy. These people will kill us first chance they get. Ethan, are you forgetting this? Or do we run away, completely disappear on the radar? Emma, there are not a few people. They have the power to find us. It would be a waste against time. And given our situation, I would rather die fighting than fleeing. We're not going to die. He smiled bitterly, as if he had already accepted the fact. Damn idiot. When you get an idea in your head, it's impossible to get it out. I mean, I still think it's a suicide mission, but at least you gotta act like it's not. Damn, I don't have a choice, do I? If you think the best course of action is to follow them, then you'll need my help. I'll kill you before them. If you screw up or we get found or something, got it? Oh, another waste against time, huh? I chuckled, a chuckle fueled by the fear of death. I'll go with you. You're going to need someone with brains to watch your back. I smiled painfully and took his hand. He pulled my hand roughly, then embraced me in a tight hug. and inhaled his scent. Right now, he smells like fire in his cheap cologne. And somehow, that brings me more peace than it should. I held him tighter. You and me against the world, huh? Apparently. Now what? Should we wait for them to leave? We'll also need a car if we are going to do that. Everything is settled. We are waiting. Before we go, Emma, can I ask you something? First, can you give me your word that you will do everything in your power to help me? You know how I am with promises. You didn't wait for my approval to ask. You have my word. I will always support you. Thank you. I have another request to make of you. I was thinking about how to approach this situation. And well, there's no way to sugarcoat it. I think we should fake our deaths tonight. I quickly walked away from him, taking steps back, trying to put some distance between us. Well, if we leave now, our families will think we're still alive, somehow, somewhere in the city. But if we tell Lucas, he will want to come. The point of this is to protect him. He is the target, not us. We were attacked because we were with him. If our families think we're alive, they'll keep looking for us, fueled by denial. It's better to rip the Band-Aid in one go, right? We also don't know if we'll come back from this. What if we tell them we managed to convince him to stay, and then we die? I've already thought about this as thoroughly as possible. This is the best course of action. And before you say how we'll fake it, it's easy. Lucas passed out outside the house. Most people think we're still inside and incinerated to death, whereas Lucas managed to escape. Once the firefighters and ambulance are gone, we'll do something to make them think we were trapped and couldn't get away. Like a locked room mystery. If we come back, we'll just say that we were kidnapped and that we don't remember anything. So, are you sure you'll help me? I smiled bitterly. I'm not sure, but I trust you. And I also agree. We almost died tonight. We have to do something to prevent this from happening. So I'll follow you. I'm scared, but I trust your judgment. Well, most of the time. He rolled his eyes. I have enough money in my bank account for about a week. It's going to be hard, but I think that together we can do it. Now, the last thing to do is wait. We'll leave when there are no people in the streets, about an hour or so. I close my eyes subconsciously. Good idea. Try to get some sleep before everything that's coming. Let's enjoy the calm before the storm. And the secret scene. So we got to see Ethan in day one. Lucas says that he died and that he visited his grave. So there's still a few more days to go. So whether that was really Ethan in that grave or not, we'll find out. Because Ethan talked about faking their deaths. So I don't know, maybe they didn't die after all, they're still alive, but again, maybe they did die for real. Maybe they did initially fake their deaths but ended up dying for real. So there's 2 more days to go. We'll cover those next time. So thank you all very much for watching. Bye.